Okay.
Good evening. Welcome to Midnight News. Our top story tonight, transgenic animals. What are they? Where do they come from? And how are they made? All of this tonight.
So, for our story, we travel to Scienceville, Iceland, to Transgenic Animal Testing Lab Number 1, overseen by Dr. Ronaldson Lopez. Dr. Ronaldson was an upstanding man. Here he is showing me his various instruments and computers used in his laboratory. Here are the various animals they use in transgenic testing. There have been goats, cows, and mice. However, 90% of the animals used in transgenic testing are mice because they reproduce quickly and are able to withstand the gene editing within a laboratory setting. Here we are about to interview Dr. Ronaldson about the basics of transgenic animals. What are transgenic animals?
Well, you see, transgenic animals are a form of biotechnology in which an animal's genome is artificially changed in order to observe the effects of a specific virus, sickness, or other important biological systems.
Here we see Dr. Ronaldson's assistant, Dr. Rebecca Turner, injecting an indicator into one of their test subjects.
The basic process of creating transgenic animals involves microinjection of DNA into the genome. This is done as the animal is developing inside the womb before it's born. The animal then grows as if the DNA was placed there naturally. The process is observed and documented depending on the specific gene.
Sometimes mice and other rodents are genetically modified to produce integral biological items such as antibodies and insulin. Hopefully, as research continues, these benefits can be more readily available to humans. However, as of now, there is a limited amount of testing that can be undertaken on humans based on the findings from transgenic animals. This is because of the expense of the testing itself and the possibility of certain dangers occurring with the human test subjects. How can transgenic animals be dangerous?
Well, you see, transgenic animals can be considered dangerous for several key reasons. For one, the drugs that are often tested in their genomes and gene sequence could in fact be dangerous to us humans. In many tests, especially for different medicines and pharmaceuticals, does this take place. Another way is the altering of genes for animals. It negatively affects them, which could be considered good or bad depending on how you live your life. Also, mixing proteins created by a transgenic animal with a human's has led to several different prion-related viruses such as mad cow disease and things similar.
As Dr. Ronaldson said, this process can affect the animals under the testing in a negative way. Many mice and other rodents succumb to the disease or gene that was inserted in them, but oftentimes the research they provide is very beneficial to the medical society. The public is mostly divided on the costs and benefits of this type of research.
Well, wasn't that just a fun ride in Iceland? We'll see you all next week, people, on the Midnight News. Good night.